So then you followed that again, and you've made another 2 property acquisitions.
Yep.
So I guess, tell us about both of those, maybe starting with the first with the rental, and then your guys' new project that you're building.
So the rental is actually what's it called? The assignment? The assignment that...
Yes.
Your assignment. We're one of your assignments.
Yeah.
Wait, on what street?
So on Brock Street.
Man, you guys got a smoking deal. I told Neal all the time, like, dude, you left so much money on the table in those.
He said I left too much on the table. But so to unpack that, what happened was there was a grouping of properties on a street, and the sellers didn't want to break them up and sell them separately. I was like, hey, I got buyers for each one of these. And me personally, I wasn't involved just due to the size. I was focusing at that point on a certain size of building. So what I ended up doing is I put the entire package under contract, and then I separated the buildings out, and then basically brought all the clients that I said would be interested in buying these and broke it out. And basically I just put my commission on top of the price and then reassigned reassign it then at that point to new buyers. And so Scott and Kirsti picked up one of the duplexes.
And they were side-by-side units too, right?
Yeah.
So
Purpose-built.
Oh, the side-by-side, purpose-built duplexes. You're not going through permitting to add a second unit. You're not doing the over-under where you worry about the basement sometimes. Side-by-side unit, and they get great rent. And that area was going like this at the time, kind of the Southdale area. And, I mean, the last one of those that I saw, there was one up around 500, I think, like that. And it
probably wasn't a
anything
brand new reno.
No, it wasn't. It was kind of like, oh, okay. Like,
our appraisal came back real good.
Yeah, so if you guys are comfortable, you want to throw down some numbers on it.
Yeah, can we?
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so we paid $310 for it.
Yeah.
And it reappraised for $655.
woo!
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what kind of
yeah.
reno cost were you guys in for?
We're honestly, I haven't tallied it in a while, but
We'll be over 100.
Yeah.
I was going to say we're around 100. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to say under, but we're around
I think
100
we'll be
grand.
over.
Yeah.
But we're doing like pretty high end finishes, and we have like a contractor there like every day, basically.
Yeah, we owner occupied this one,
Yeah.
so we're making it a little.
No way.
higher
Do you
end.
guys still live there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I live on Blink Bonnie, which is kind of the other end of Southdale, kind of near Old Ferry Road. Right, you're on the other side of Prince
Okay,
Arthur.
yeah.
I'm on
Okay,
the
yeah.
downtown side.
You're-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
First
love
place-
that area.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
I never realized how central it is, but like you're 30 seconds from the Cirque,
Yeah.
you're 2 minutes from downtown,
Yeah.
like it's
You
perfect.
get anywhere in less
Yeah.
than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's like I accidentally moved to that area because I couldn't afford anywhere else. And same deal, like I bought a set of side by sides there and just fell in love with the area. I'm like, man, this area is so good. And then it just took off like crazy. Yeah.
So going back to that 2 unit, so to all like this is something I want to say. Again, you guys now have done a couple, but you're still doing like a live-in rental. Like you're not
Yeah.
messing about. You guys literally moved in, which you had to do. Again, this is where people are like, well, how do I get the tenants out? You guys went through the form. Here you can do, if you're moving in, you can give a tenant notice.
Form DR2.
A Form DR2, which is called locally, which we'll go over that in a second, how much fun you guys had there.
Another fun story.
And you guys genuinely moved in
Yeah.
and then renovated the units. And you guys are literally living in these construction sites. Like this is again where I'm like, this
Do
is not
recommend.
glamorous. Like
Do not recommend. This has been the toughest 4 months,
Yeah.
I would say,
Yeah.
in a while.
Of our relationship. Like you can say
We're doing
it.
great, but
it's like
been very difficult. Every
Yeah.
time you go to do something, you're moving. Shit is in the way constantly.
Yeah.
Because like we had to unpack our house, Lucian, jam it all in here. Thankfully, we had a friend that lent us a 30-foot trailer.
Yeah.
And then when he needed it, it was okay. Like, well, we'll put it in the basement, and now we can't do anything in the basement because all our stuff's there. We're just playing musical
Shares
shit.
what you're saying.
So at this point, you had bought the first bungalow, added a basement unit. Then you had bought a second bungalow, added a basement unit. And now you'd bought a as-built 2 unit and had moved into one side of the 2 units. So you had 6 units at this point in time. Obviously,
5.
The first house, they didn't do a basement apartment.
oh, we didn't. Oh, okay.
Just refit.
It's
We just
not-
Single family home.
The zoning, just not yet. We
Sorry.
can't.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the plan, though. Eventually, we want to make that
Yeah.
an
In-law suites.
over-under.
Yeah. Now that we with the new center plan, like that area will be called ER1, which allows 2 units as a right. So you can do a secondary suite there, which is actually a lot easier than doing a second unit.
Yes.
They call a secondary suite's not the same as a legal duplex. It's very odd and nuanced, but it's actually quite a bit easier.
When I was broke, I had rich habits. When I was broke, I had rich habits.